At the time, and I mention this in my review of a book called The Saved and the Damned by Thomas Kaufmann. Thomas Kaufmann is the premier German historian of Protestantism. And so, like, at the time, nobody thinks that toleration is a good thing. Toleration is an expression of weakness. It's unfortunate. You should, actually, if you're a Christian monarch, mandate religion in your own kingdoms. That said, in order, it's what the IRA said to Thatcher. Like, in order for the IRA to win, they have to be lucky once. In order for Thatcher to win, she has to be lucky every time. In order for Protestantism to remain in the empire, all they had to do was stay there. In order for Catholicism to retake the empire, it had to win the 30 Years' War, which it did not. So the 30 Years' War, like, decisively legislated it, and the verdict is that Germany was religiously pluralist in terms of Christian religions. Not only in terms of, the big two, Catholicism and Lutheranism, but also what we call the Reformed churches, some of like roughly Calvinism. And this did not create anyone who deliberately said, toleration is good. What it created was a state in which toleration had to exist because otherwise everyone would die. And then in the later generations, people began to think in terms of how it's good. And you could kind of see this, like, you could kind of see this in the way the Peace of Westphalia is framed, the way later people in the very end of the 17th century look back and talk about the Peace of Westphalia.